busted. I knew it was coming. I've been telling you guys it was coming. I know a lot of you guys knew it was coming, but news broke this morning. At least that was the first thing I saw after I woke up today. A lot of stuff I want to get into today. Big news in the whole virus front and the masks and everything that's coming. I'm excited to tell you guys about this. I'm especially excited to announce my apparel that's coming out because my shirts that are coming, this is like right up my alley. So I'm really excited. I'm glad you guys are here. Don't miss out. You're going to want to be here for today in case you missed the news. Jared, RedRacer Video, former car vlogger. Now I'm an independent citizen journalist. You guys make that possible with your donations down below. Patreon, PayPal, and Venmo are where you can go to support the channel. As you watch this, if you see value and only if you see value, please help support the channel down below. This is my work now. You are the employers, and I am honored to do it for you. Let's dive into today's subject. So last night, little quick backstory for you guys, not to make you feel bad for me or anything, because I'm totally fine. I'm here, I'm healthy, and I'm blessed. But I had 2 seizures yesterday. It was really weird. I'd never had a seizure before until like 3 or 4 months ago, and then I had a seizure, and then I didn't have one for 2 months, and then I had one. And then I hadn't had one for about 2 months again. And then yesterday I had one at like 3:45. And then I had another one at 7 o'clock at night. First time the ambulance came, I refused care, wanted him to leave, didn't want to go to the hospital. The second time they came, I ended up in ER again last night until I don't know what time. But this morning I woke up a little groggy, not really with it. You know, anybody that's out there that's had a seizure, it takes it out of you. It wears you out, mentally and physically. But this morning I got up, finally was able to get my brain functioning, picked the phone up, started going through messages, and I had a link from a buddy of mine that lives in Florida. Just moved to Florida, actually. And it was their local, was it a local news station? I don't remember, but by now you guys have seen it. In Florida, it's being reported, and at least what I saw, I don't know how many of them it's been confirmed with yet, there were 333 private labs that were caught falsely reporting 100% infection rates in the people they tested. In my video yesterday, if you guys haven't watched it, I'll run across the top right here. Go watch yesterday's video if you missed out. I started diving into this pretty hard yesterday. I've obviously got to tiptoe around the tulips with YouTube because they don't want people out saying stuff like this, but this stuff is common knowledge now. This made the news. 300 places were caught lying to us about how many people are sick. Let's talk about why they did that. Getting back into yesterday's video, I told you guys that they're telling you everybody's sick and that we should all be scared again. I left out the fact that they're leaving out the fact that 99.7+% of people get better from this, don't die from this. And that children, it's essentially like a not going to happen. There's almost no children whatsoever that have had this virus take them off the set. And I mentioned this in yesterday's video. We die from everything. We die from everything, guys. People die from the flu. People die from the cold. People die from all kinds of sicknesses that they get. They get infections. People get sick from eating in a restaurant. Like, stuff happens. We're never going to be able to keep everyone from dying. That's just an unrealistic expectation. But they've been telling us that we have this massive surge in cases. They're lying. Not only do we not have a massive surge in cases, but there are places giving us 10 times inflated numbers. This is not little. This is not like, oh, no big deal. The labs that were caught, the 2 that I paid attention to, one of them had like an 8.6 or 9.7. They were both under 10% that actually tested positive, and they reported to people 100% from those places. How they thought they'd get away with this is beyond me, but it's out there. That's one small piece of it, guys. Let's go backwards a little ways. Let's go back and talk about the fact that all of the kits that were being passed out in the beginning, all the Chinese-made testing kits, were all reporting false negatives in the beginning. Let's talk about the fact that there are people out there convinced that a lot of those tests were giving people the virus. I mean, I'm truly to the point anymore, guys, where like, I don't like insulting people's intelligence. I just don't. But to anyone out there who still buys any of this, I don't know what it's going to take for you folks to wake up. It's all fake. It's all a scam. Yeah, the virus is real. It was created in a lab in Wuhan by Bill Gates and Chinese, whatever you call them. I'm really not smart at this stuff. What do you call people that work in the labs? Anyway, that happened. That's a thing. Obama gave him $3.7 million. He played his role in this. This has been a plan for a long time. Anybody that's missing anything that I'm saying, links in the description. X22 report, Dan Bongino. There's a link in there to my Instagram at RedRacer Video. All this stuff's real, and if you're missing it, you got to start paying attention. I talk about it on this channel all the time. Come back for the next one. Leads me to my next point. If you haven't already, like, subscribe. Make sure you leave a comment before you go. All those things are vastly helpful. If you can't monetarily help the channel, that is how you can vastly help the channel without monetarily helping the channel. But guys, it's to a point where we really need to move on. We do. It's time. It's time for people to band together, and it's time to move on past the mask, past the sickness, past the scaredness. I know the media is not going to give up. This is not going to be like, oh, they got caught. Now they're just going to be honest with us and stop lying. They're not. Because the people that have something to lose in this have their lives to lose. They have their lives to lose because it's all coming out, guys. And I know you guys watch it. I know you're paying attention, but a quick recap for those that aren't. Pedophilia, the Pizzagate stuff, 9/11, all that stuff is coming to light and is going to come to light. And all the people involved in these things will die. And I believe some already have. And a lot of you out there do as well. But I think a lot of these people are already locked up. I think a lot of these people are already some of them may be dead. But if not, that's what's coming. That's what's coming for these people. The crimes against humanity, things they've done are big. So when you see people fighting and you see them fighting tooth and nail and you wonder why, how can this possibly still be going on? How could they keep this lie up this long? Because there's a lot of them. Because they are very, very powerful people and have been in a long time for our country. And they still have people in government. And that's what Donald Trump's been trying to remove. For everybody out there that wants to know, how are there no arrests? I'm still hearing this. It baffles me. In the comments, I still hear that from people that there's no arrests, nothing's happening. First of all, yes, there have been arrests. And secondly, yeah, things are happening. If you don't think they are, I'm sorry, but you're poisoned by your TV. You're still under their spell. There's really just no two ways about it. There's not another delicate way to put it. You either are on my side with this stuff, and I'm not saying I'm right because it's not my side. I am on a side. I didn't create the side. But you're either on the side of people who see past this stuff. We can see they're lying to us about the virus. They're lying to us about the mask. They're lying to us about tests. They're lying to us about emergency room capacities. They're lying to us about everything. If you still buy this virus thing at all, that is your sign that you are absolutely and completely under the spell of the people who have been misleading us for decades in this country by way of TV, entertainment, and athletes. It's just where you're at. And I hope that more of you guys are picking up on this, and I hope more of you are learning. I know you are. I don't hope, because so many of you in the comments are telling me how many people you guys are red pilling. And I want to tell you guys again how much I appreciate all you're doing. I cannot do this alone. My guy Dylan at Educating Liberals can't do this alone. Steven Stackpole at QMail Drops can't do this alone. QAnon Obi-Wan Joe can't do this alone. TJ the Worst. All the guys at the bakery. P.S. If you guys don't watch the bakery, or if you haven't subscribed, or not subscribed, but if you haven't gone yet and visited the bakery's website, it's the bakery with a Q, TheBakery.com. Amazing new news site. I think it's going to be the news site going forward. Some very powerful, some very influential, and some very intelligent minds involved in making that website. So I'm going to leave a link down in the description for you guys to go check that out if you haven't already. At RedRacer Video on Instagram. Go follow the people I follow. Make sure you're following Dylan at Educating Liberals. Make sure you're following Steven Stackpole, QMail Drops. Make sure you're following TJ the Worst. Make sure you're following QAnon Obi-Wan Joe. There's a lot of places, guys, online where you still can't get good information. But those people are the people who Instagram and Twitter and Facebook are putting messages over their things telling you that they're wrong. That's become the new sign of the way you can know what's being told is the truth. Guys, they're lying to us by the day. We're waking up by the day. It's all coming out. Please keep an eye on the channel and on the website. The website will be up soon. It's actually kind of up, but I don't want to tell you guys about it yet because it's got some of my old shirts that I was going to run back in the day with my buddy. We got the new shirts about to be loaded. They're almost finished getting made now. I've got my guys down at the Signs and Specialties making that happen. So I'm excited, guys. Don't lose track. Keep your eyes on the prize. Lots of stuff's coming to light. Don't let people silence you. Don't let people keep you quiet. The silent majority is huge, and we are winning. There are more of us than there are of them, but there are not yet more of us that have the courage to open our mouths. So again, like I've told you guys before, I'm not asking you to put your families in harm's way, but please start using your voices. So many of you out there are so much more influential than you even realize. You could open the one set of eyes that ends up opening a massive crowd of eyes. It's one thing at a time. One leads to another, just like Q tells us. I love you all. Stay strong. Things are getting very good. Keep an eye on everything, like I said. Jared, RedRacer video. Where we go one, we go all. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.